Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Bardon, and Lady Sakura. We're going to leave Port Cecil. Got that Moray dude up there. And we're heading to the Undercrow. Okay. We'll probably just run from this guy. Even though we could probably... Well, I know we could kill him if we wanted to. Just don't want to get hit by him. If we can avoid it. So he is thinking about attacking us now, which means we need to start moving. Let's go around this way. Okay, looks like we've lost him. Okay, let's dive. We enter Stormbound. St. Elijah sends his fire to dance in the air on deck. So next, very far away, we see the great light of the Ragged Crow. Achievement unlocked, depth charge. Not sure what that's for. Maybe it's like diving a certain amount of times, or I'm really not sure. Let's pop in here. Okay, the Undercrow. A deep well-lit cavern, thick with a fungal smoke and cave moths. Far above, a lighthouse fire burns. The scent of it's curiously medicinal. Really messed that one up, okay? The scent of it is curiously medicinal. It clouds your head and burns your lungs. Farther into the fog, you can make out laboured breathing. Okay, let's recount Rosina's response to the almost dead man. What did she say? Eagerness is unbecoming on a bulbous cadaver. Tell him quickly. Giddy as an almost dead schoolboy. His wheezing turns to laughter. Even the Aurelian shares his smile. For a moment, the damp cave has the warmth of home. Nothing more to be said. We gained one Undercrow, dying grace, new title 7. We lose 5 terror, which is amazing. Okay. Don't need to do that. Let's assemble a port first. It's little more than a cave and a lighthouse fire, but the Admiralty appreciates thoroughness. A thorough survey of moths and fire, ramshackle array of pulleys allows the Undercrow's reclusive resident to feed the fire above. The herby smoke of the fungal fire has preservative qualities, but dusts everything in a fine grey deposit. Meanwhile, the fire distracts the more aggressive moths and warns ships far above. All is well, or as well as can be expected. Okay, then observe a private moment of this conversation between incomparable Aurelian and his aging master, a moment demanding reverence and privacy, or at least discreet eavesdropping. 27%, we're not going to do that. Let's speak with him and see what the story is. You catch him between tending to his ailing friend and preserving an unwisely bold cave moth. A true collector appreciates patience. When my master retired here, we both thought it would be his last destination. Julian's eyes take the sheen of a patient man approaching a long-delayed payoff. No one had been present at the most moths hatching before. Well, no one who was in a condition to remember it afterwards. He spares a hesitant glance over his shoulder at the almost dead man. Of course, being by my master's side during his final days is a necessary part of the process. Okay. This is the only thing really we can do, but there's not much chance of actually doing it. But we want to see the story, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a manual save. And then we're just going to see if we can actually pass it or not. Okay. I don't want to read the failed one. So we're going to load again. So 27%, it's about 1 in 4 chance. But again, statistics don't just conform to that. So we failed again. So that would have been like 50% or so if that had worked. Well, it would have been 50%. Tried 2 times and succeeded once. Then we'll try again, which is 1 in 3, so 33% chance, and failed again. Generally, like, for me, I wouldn't want to eavesdrop on anybody, especially when, it's something so private, but for the story point of view, it's different. So he failed again. So as I said, no guarantee, just because it's 1 in 4 chance doesn't mean that, in those 4 chances that you're going to pass 1. But when we do actually pass it, we won't know how many more would have been until it evened out, because we're not going to try again. So failed again, load again. So it could be 10, it could be 20, 100. I'm thinking though it's going to be in the next 2 or 3, maybe even this time. Okay, well, not this time. We're obviously not a very sneaky person. Or at least if we are, it's pretty obvious to others when we're trying to be sneaky. Failed again. At least it's not like Bounty Train where it's already, before you even click, it's already decided whether you pass or not given your current position. There we go, there's a success. See, talking about another game, and there you go, kind of compare, say how this game was better than that, and suddenly, woo, we get a pass. Okay, so hushed conversation between the incomparable Aurelian as aging master. Moment demanding reverence and privacy, at least discreet eavesdropping. Well, we weren't very discreet a lot of the time, but hey, it finally worked. Deadbed confessions. The almost dead man's voice is barely a whisper. His friend bends low to hear it. I found the paths the others followed. We meant to retrieve what Nida stole and share with all, but a racking cough consumes him. When it abates, he continues. Instead, the mountain gave me a gift of its own. You won't pin it in one of your displays, will you? The Aurelian can barely stifle a damp laugh. Of course not, sir. No spreading board should hold you. Okay, that's cool. We get a secret. Okay, attend to the hatching. An almost straightforward, it's 100%. Nice. The almost dead man's breathing has faded to rattle joylessly. The incomparable Aurelian says, "It's time." Oh, so he's gonna hatch into a moth, or a moth's gonna hatch from him, maybe. I'm glad we did this. At long last, the passage is gentle, but not without horrors. You ensure that pain is kept to a minimum, while the incomparable Aurelian sits by the old man's side, taking notes in one hand and holding his mentor's hand with the other. There's almost no thrashing, and once everything is still and translucent, wings quiver in the cave smoke. The notebook is filled. Lorenzo's face is serene and empty. Feathered antennae brush across it. Multifaceted eyes regard you with curiosity. Wordlessly, the incomparable Aurelian hands you a small velvet bag as payment. then returns to meticulously reproducing every scale of the Motmoth's wings in a new notebook. Okay, so Dying Grace challenge is done. Lorenzo has shed his life. We gained another secret, and we gained 1,000 echoes. Wow, that was definitely worth it. Okay, deal with what's left behind. Lorenzo, the most moth, stretches its scales, wings lazily. The incomparable Aurelian continues his sketches without a thought of his old master's corpse shell. Okay. Share tales with the incomparable Aurelian. He has little company except for his moths. It is enough, but he still appreciates your visit. So 1Z story. Yeah, let's try this. See what this does. The latest Lepidopteran discoveries. You regale him with stories of the sea and remind him why he's better ashore. In return, he shares some of the more interesting cave moths he's discovered. He's even kind enough to let you keep a live one, whose wing patterns bear a striking resemblance to a member of your crew. Okay, interesting. So we lose the story. Oh, we gain a live specimen. Okay, that's nice. That was pretty decent. Right, and then he obviously doesn't have any shops. Now we're going to leave the Undercrow. Yeah, so that's another story arc finished, which is great. So yeah, we're making progress on closing out the stories that we want to before we finish playing the game. Now, we're going to go over to Irem. Yeah. So, we just need to kind of stick close to the islands and stuff so we don't gain too much terror. I'm glad that I got the submarine, because it did open up some really nice new stories for us. And I love games where the world kind of evolves and changes as the story goes on. But you still kind of feel like it was worth it, you know, from the story point of view, for whatever happened to happen. That's kind of a really important point to that kind of stuff. We are going to gain a terror, which is not great, but we tried our best to avoid it. Right, so let's call in here. Carlisle's Haven. Okay, Irem, what do you got for us today? Irem, the pillared city. She will rise from the sea and the ice like dawn. She will be garlanded with red and decked with gold. The seventh serpent will watch you longingly from its high pedestal. You will always arrive as a stranger, but when you leave, some part of you will always remain. Okay, let's see, let's compile a port report. You record what you will have seen. A conundrum. When we sit down to write the report, you'll recall that it was written already. Who wrote it? The report records that it was already written when it was found. Who found it? The report describes another report, which will indicate the name of the finder. Where is the other report? There is a footnote which describes when you will record its location. When will that be? When all is well, and all manner of thing is well. Okay, then we've got the House of the Amber Sky. How many have we got? 4. Okay, yeah, so I think I can do that. Rest, traveller. Our waters are warm, our cushions are petal soft. Lay your head here. You'll be healed, or better yet, you'll be renewed. Payment in coffee? Yes, please. Close your eyes. The House of the Amber Sky is a roofless space. Meet the false stars underneath. rich with the scent of the Iron roses. Despite the ice, it's warm as a desert evening. You will arrange yourself on cushions. Close your eyes for just a moment. Okay. Unlock menace, wounds no more than one. Rest, recover, dream. Rare fruit, unlock with menace, wounds 1. Rarest fruit, searing enigma. I need that for something else though, don't I? So let's not do that. Oh wow, we need like 100 and everything to do that one. Okay, let's rest and recover. A shattered tower. At the top of a low hill, a tower stump stands. The masonry looks ireme. The door is rotted, the space within filled with thorned vines. But cracked mirrors still hang on the walls, and in each one you see a different scene. Bright red soldiers, binds sharks and iron. Clay men war with closed colonies in the streets of Polythreme. The alarming scholar cracks soul tubes between his teeth. Truth, dream, or both. You will wake in the house of the amber sky. Your clothes will be stained with the juice of crushed leaves. Okay, so we lose 15 terror. We gained 2 memories of distant shore and 10 fragments. Okay, so that was actually pretty nice. Then that's pretty much all we're going to do there, and it's all we're going to do for this episode as well. So hope you have enjoyed and hope to see you all next time. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.